Hello YouTube, this is Super Pook. I've got no friends, I've got nothing, just this stupid tiger face, and today I'm bringing you a 75-for-1 gameplay of Kill Confirmed, where I get a 27 gun kill streak. That's the closest I've got to a nuclear. And I'm going to talk to you about the new patch on Black Ops 2 for today, that's 12th of March, and what is included in it. There's quite a few kind of minor things that they've put in. For example, lots of little technical glitches have been fixed. If you've seen my Get On My Level Best Death Ever video for Black Ops 2, you'll know how happy I am. I don't know how I survived that. How happy I am to hear that they have resolved an issue with C4 and Bouncing Betties killing people on contact. In other words, maybe, hopefully, if they have fixed it, no more will you get killed by a Betty to the toe just being thrown at you. They also fixed something that sounds really awesome, which is if you put a claymore in front of a riot shield, it flies across the map. Why would you want to fix that? That sounds amazing. Leave it in. That's fantastic. So on to the boring stuff. What have they actually fixed? Well, there are some spawn system improvements, or they say they're improvements. I haven't tried them out yet, obviously with my sophisticated spawn system testing device of dying a lot. So apparently the weight of positive team spawn influences on domination flags has been reduced, so you're less likely to respawn on your own domination flag if there's lots of enemy camping it and killing you there, because it's less weighted towards saying, oh no, look, there's friendly people there, we can respawn them there, it's okay. So let me know how that works out for you. Okay, and then we have a whole lot of weapon nerfs and weapon buffs. I know, exciting stuff. Have they fixed things? Well, the SMGs, they have addressed the right things, the MS, MC and the PDW, my two favourites because they are so easy to use. They've increased recoil on the PDW and the MSMC, and they've reduced hipfire accuracy on both those guns as well to kind of balance them out a bit. The Cap 40, I'm afraid, dual wield damage has been reduced. For those Cap 40 addicts, also the dual wield hipfire has been reduced. I'm sorry about that. You're going to have to move on. Find a proper gun, especially you, Paragon 57. I'm sorry, it's time to move on. In terms of attachments, they've now made it so that if you have an MMS attachment on your gun, if the enemy are cold-blooded, you won't be able to see them. So that whole thing of it's alright, you'll have an attachment, you can spot the campers, you won't be able to if they've got cold-blooded on, which obviously as a camper they'll run. So hooray, that's really irritating and pointless. So let's try and move on to some more positive things. The LMGs, QBB and Hammer, the medium range damage is increased, which I think is good. Obviously long range damage on those is awesome. It's nice to see a little bit of a boost for their medium range damage. I'm a big fan of the QBB in a weird way. I love swapping up to that one when I'm not fancying kind of running and gunning. Assault rifles, the FAL with select fire. Damage has been reduced when firing full auto, same for the SMR. We all know that the FAL and the SMR are so 2012, so we don't use those anymore. We leave them to the noobs anyway, so we don't care. Type 25, move speed and medium range damage have both been increased. That should be cool actually. The Type 25's really being overlooked at the moment because there are so many other good assault rifles out there, so I don't know, I might pick that up and see if it's made a big difference to it. Especially the move speed. I'm interested to see how much it has been increased. SCAR, long range damage increased. SCAR I hardly use at all. I was kind of big on the SCAR with silencer in every single COD that the SCAR with silencer has been in, but I have hardly used it at all in this one. I'm gonna have to pick that one back up again, see if it makes a difference. Also the SWAT, I'm afraid the long range damage has also been increased on that one because we need the SWAT to be improved, obviously. Moving on to the shotguns, the M1216 medium range damage has been increased. Interesting. M1216 is one of those guns that I love running around with and hip firing with and annoying people with. So yeah, I'm going to pick that up and give that a go as well. Sniper rifles, lastly, the blister and iron sight idle sway has been reduced. So what about the big problems with Black Ops? What about the lag problems, the problems with connection? What about the annoying things like sometimes my score streak bar will just not fill up. I'm shooting and all I get is a little tiny red bar at the bottom as my score streaks don't build and I can't call anything in. None of that's been mentioned. Also, one thing that has not been mentioned, that is really important to me because I love this hobby of making YouTube videos. Nothing about theatre mode. Nothing there apart from this announcement that they're going to introduce microtransactions to Black Ops 2, which will allow you to buy more media slots for theatre mode. You think I'm going to buy more media slots when my games get cut off halfway in theatre? I've had to permanently hook up my game capture because this happens. This was a 75-1 game. This was a 27 gun streak. It's the best game I've ever had on Black Ops 2. I'm not a beast player. It's kind of a once in a lifetime game probably for me, and theatre mode cuts it off randomly at 48. Even more weirdly, it originally cut it off at 56 for nothing, and now it's stopping it just that little bit earlier at 48 for nothing. So thanks for that. I would suggest in your next patch, instead of fixing claymores that fly across the map because a riot shield's in front of them, you fix the basics like theatre mode. It's only been 5 months after all.